Hello cherished viewers, welcome once again to Bash Maths Studio. We proceed on to more complex examples. Now we have solved some few examples when the figures are 2, 1 and so on. Now we can move on to 3 figures and see what happens. There's a little bit of explanation I want to give about this concept. You know, we already said without using the calculator. So we don't want to use calculator, we just see any square root number. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult for you to predict whether they are perfect or non-perfect unless you look at it critically or you do a little bit of analysis, unless probably you are very much vested into square roots of numbers and perfect squares. That is where you may be able to, for instance, this is actually a perfect square. But if we have a 3 figure, whether it's a perfect square or non-perfect square, you can actually use this particular procedure to look for the exact value or to simplify it. Now, if the number is in 3 figures, if actually in 4 figures we do something. For instance, if this were to be maybe 2251, that's 2251. You group the numbers into 2, 2, or you partition the numbers into 2, 2, and then you simplify them one after the other. But if they are 3 figure numbers, like I am saying, like 225, it's a little bit complicated. Don't pick them 2, 2 or 1, 1. Pick all of them at a time. The same way we have been solving for a single and then the double numbers, you look for numbers that when you multiply by themselves, it's equal or less than the square root number given to you. So you start, you know, this is a huge number, 225. So you don't start from 2, 3. You pick a little bit of huge numbers like 12 times 12, 13 times 13, 14 times 14, and so on, and you check and see. You can actually start from lower, but immediately you see that the number is a little bit bigger, and it's a 3 figure number. You can't pick them 2, 2. You have to pick all of them at a time. You have to pick all of them at a time so you can get an accurate answer. So with this, you may pick from maybe 13 going, because you know 13 times 13 will even give you 169, which is also far less smaller than this. So you can start from there. So when you have 13 by 13, 13 by 13, you get 169, and then 14 by 14. So 14 by 14, you can try that and see. 14, 14. What do we get? This is 16, 6, 1. This is 4, 5. This is 4. This is 4. And this is 1. So we have 6, 9. So 196 is also a bit closer. 196. 15 by 15. So this is also a little bit closer. So you can also pick 15 by 15. 15 by 15. 5 by 5, 25, 5, 2. 5 by 1, 5, 2. So 7. 1 by 5, 5. 1 by 1, 1. So you have 5. This you are adding 5. This is 12, 2. Remainder 1, 2. So we have 2, 2, 5. This is more closer or even equal to 2, 2, 5. Hence, the number we are going to choose is best when we choose 15 instead of 14, because with 14 you are going to get approximations, which you have to also round it down to maybe a whole number or something. But you can actually choose this and it will work. You can also choose the word. Remember, the clue we gave earlier on is the number that is more closest when you multiply by itself, which is very much closer to the number or even equal. That is the instruction given to you. So 2, 2, 5. We have 15 multiplied by itself. So let's get rid of these numbers. 15 by itself, we got 2, 2, 5. When we subtract, we get just 0, 0, 0. And hence, if the remainder are all zeros, we leave our answer like that. So this will be 15.0, and therefore square root of 15 square root of 2 to 5 is 15.0, just 15. So that's our answer. Thank you very much for watching this episode 2. We move on to another episode. In fact, we are going to pick a number that is not a perfect square, and then we work under this particular types. That is the episode, example 3, episode 6, episode 5 here of the video. So we move on to the next one, which we are going to pick non-perfect square. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next episode. Shalom.